Hello and welcome to Gentle Yoga. This is Leo and Yanni on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center, Palm Springs. Visit us online at urbanyoga.org or Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center on Facebook. Check out the schedule, stop by the tip jar. We have classes online every day. And if you're in Palm Springs several days a week, in person at Ruth Hardy Park. Let's start out today on our backs. Maybe we'll face opposite ways here. On your back with, if it's comfortable for you, the soles of your feet together, your knees splayed out. If that's not comfortable, plant your feet and let your knees lean in towards each other. And you could rest your hands on your body or rest your hands on the floor, whichever you prefer. Bring your attention to your breathing. Let it slow down and get deeper. Taking in the movements of your breathing, the way those movements feel, the sensation of your body settling a little closer to the ground with each breath as things open and relax. Taking in whatever is touching upon your senses. And on Zoom, this includes what's going on in your space and the sounds of what's going on in mine. So today, the music of practice is ironwork going on in the front courtyard. Maybe it's a little challenging to think of it as music, but hey, we need challenges to help us stretch and grow. Nicely timed pause in that music. Turning inward again. Scan your body to see what's going on. Aside from settling against the ground, the movements of your breath, how is everything feeling in your body this morning? Make particular note of anything that doesn't feel so good so that you can keep it in mind as we practice, knowing that you're always welcome to skip or modify anything at all. Anytime your attention is diverted away from noticing your breathing and noticing what's going on in your body, you can just gently come back to these areas of focus as many times as you need to. And if you wish to add any intention of your own, you could do so as well. With our intentions in place, let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth with a sigh. If you have your knees apart, as we do, bring your hands to your legs and let your arms lift your knees towards each other so the soles of your feet rest on the mat. If you had blocks holding your legs up, move the blocks out of the way. Draw your left knee towards your chest, hug your knee, extend and lower your right leg. Reach your left arm out to the side. See if you can keep both shoulders grounded. Draw your leg to the right and turn your head to the left. Come back to center. Switch legs. Draw your right knee in and hold on to it. Extend and lower your left leg down along the floor. Reach your right arm to the side. Draw your knee over to the left and turn your head to the right. Come back up to center. Hug your knees, hug both knees, draw them in towards your chest. Rock side to side, or roll in circles. Massage your back against the floor. And start to rock front to back and roll your spine along the floor. Unless that doesn't feel good to you, in which case you can just sit onto one side, press your hand to the floor and sit up that way instead. And so we'll all meet sitting up. Feel into your contact with the floor, get nicely grounded. Let your chin come down towards your chest. Slowly roll your ear towards your shoulder. Let your head tip back. Continue on to the other shoulder. Nice, gentle circles. When you finish the next circle, take some in the other direction. And when you finish the next circle, lift your chin and look forward. Reach your arms out to the sides, rest your fingertips on the floor. Inhale, reach your left arm up alongside your ear. Exhale, reach to the right, feeling for length from your hip up through your fingertips. Inhale, come upright. As you exhale, come into a twist. Bring your left hand to the floor behind you, your right hand to your left leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, invite your body to twist a bit more. Repeating that with each breath to find the sufficient twist. Let yourself unwind and come back to center. Inhale, raise your right arm up alongside the ear. Exhale, reach to the left. Inhale to come up. Exhale, twist. Bring the right hand behind you, left hand across. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, see about twisting some more. Let yourself unwind and come back to center. Rest your hands on your knees or thighs. Inhale, draw your heart forward, let your head tip back. Exhale, draw your heart back and let your head tip forward. Continue for a few more breaths. After your next exhale, sit up. Rest your hands in front of you and walk them forward as far as you can. Find a loose, simple forward fold. Let your neck disengage. Breathe into wherever you feel the most sensation. Maybe it's your lower back, maybe it's your shoulders or your arms. Inhaling, walk your hands back in and sit up. And take your time to make your way up onto your hands and knees. Rocking forward or tipping to one side. Stack your hips above your knees, shoulders above your wrists, or a bit behind your wrists, if you prefer less of an angle in your wrists. Reach your right foot back, press the ball of your foot against the floor. Take a couple breaths. With your next inhale, reach your left arm forward, thumb pointing up. If you want to go further with the next inhale, pick your right foot up, reach straight back through the sole of your foot. If you want to go even further, bend your knee and reach back. See if you can take hold of your foot or ankle, kick against your hand, lift your chin and your knee. Release, lower down. Inhale, bring your heart forward, let your head and tailbone go up. Exhale, draw your heart up, let your head and tailbone come down. Take 2 or 3 more cow and cat breaths. Come back to table. Reach back and press against the ball of your left foot. With an inhale, reach your right arm forward. If you like, with the next inhale, pick your left foot up and reach straight back. And if you like, bend your knee and reach back and see about that bind. Release and lower down and take those few breaths with cow pose, cat pose. And step your left foot up between your hands. You might use blocks under your hands to ease the transition. Step your right foot up as well. Hang out in your forward fold, maybe keeping blocks under your hands, or letting your hands hang in the air or drag on the floor. Then one leg and then the other to sway back and forth. And gently nod your head. And shake your head. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Put your hands down at your sides. Lift your left shoulder towards your ear. Slide it back. Let it down. And your right shoulder up and back and down. Inhale, reach out to the sides. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself. Bring your chin towards your shoulder. Roll it down past your sternum and up to the other shoulder. Then back again. Face forward. Inhale, open your arms. Exhale, cross them the other way. Bring your chin towards your shoulder. Then draw those little semicircles down past your sternum and up to the other shoulder. And back again. Face forward. Inhale, open your arms. Exhale, let your arms down. Inhale your arms out and up overhead. Interlace your fingers, reach your palms up. And look up at your hands, lift up your heart. Inhale to come upright. Exhale to bend to the right. Inhale to come upright. Exhale to bend to the right. Inhale to come up. Exhale, let your arms down. We'll start some sun salutations. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Make your way to plank. Lower your knees if you like a shorter plank. Let your hips come down in line with your shoulders and your knees. Exhale, slowly lower all the way to the floor. Slowly is a relative term. Press into your hands. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Exhale, rock back up onto your hands and knees. Curl your toes under. Press into your feet to lift your knees. Press into your hands to lift your tail. In downward dog, pedal your feet up and down. Heels getting closer and closer to the floor. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, and make your way to forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. It's always okay to go a little slower or a little faster, maybe even a lot. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Step back to plank or step forward. Sometimes we step the hands forward instead of stepping the feet back, depending on your space and your camera setup. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to bring your heart forward. Exhale, rock back and down. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Make your way to forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more, and we'll finish this one with a break in child's pose. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Make your way to your plank. When you're ready, on an exhale, lower. Inhale to bring your heart forward. Exhale, back and up. Take 3 cleansing breaths and make your way to child's pose. Gently letting the knees down. Vary child's pose in any way you like. Listen to your body. Check in with your breath. Maybe check in with intention. Make your way forward and up to table. Up onto your hands and knees. And step your right foot up between your hands. Bring your hands to your knee and lift your torso. Reach your left arm back. And if you feel steady enough, reach your right arm forward. You can always keep the right hand on your knee. Turn through center, bring your hands to your heart. And reach your right hand back. Reach your left hand forward or bring your left hand to your left knee, your right knee. Come through center, hands by your heart. Now options here, you can keep your hands here, bring your hands to your thigh, or raise your hands. Exhale, sink forward in your hips. If your arms are raised, then draw them down to a cactus shape. Inhale, glide back, reach your arms up. And you can keep one or both hands on your knee. Change your mind anytime. Make the movement in the hips and legs as big or small as your body wants. And bring your hands down to the floor. Maybe just your fingertips. Maybe you have blocks here. Switch legs. Bring the right knee to the floor and step the left foot forward. Bring your hands to your knee. Lift your torso. Reach your right arm back. If you want, reach your left hand forward. And come through center, hands by your heart. Reach your left arm back. And maybe reach your right arm forward. As long as we all get both sides, it's okay. We all get mixed up sometimes. I mixed up my left and right knee just a minute ago. Come through center. Bring your hands to your knee or keep them here or reach them up. Exhale, sink forward, draw your arms down. Inhale, glide back, reach up. Ideally, you don't have a TV mounted on the wall right next to you. On our road trip, we're enjoying a lot of different space challenges. No, you don't have to scoot sideways in the middle of the movement like you just did, trying to get away from the TV. I didn't mention in the beginning today, our host. We are at the Hotel Casa Santiago in San Cristobal de las Casas in Chiapas, Mexico. Now we're checking out right after class. So Friday, we'll be coming to you from some other accommodations. Still in Mexico, still in Chiapas, Friday?
No, Zipolite is in Oaxaca.
On Friday, we should be in Zipolite in Oaxaca. Bring your hands down. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. I'm going to take a sip of my water. And we'll play with a little balancing. You're welcome to step over by the wall or a piece of furniture. I actually have to step closer to the wall just to make sure I stay in frame on camera. But nothing wrong with using a wall, a desk, or a chair to help you in a balance. Bring your hands to your heart. We're going to play with tree pose. Shift your weight from one leg to the other with your feet planted. This helps your feet find their way right under your hips because stacking the joints makes for stable support. The hip will be above the knee, which will be above the ankle. Bring the weight into your left leg. Don't lock the knee, let it stay soft, responsive. Set your eyes on a point on the wall that's not going to move, or it doesn't have to be a wall, something at eye level that won't move. Turn your toes out so your feet are perpendicular, more or less. Draw your heel up onto your ankle. So that's where tree pose starts. Maybe you bring the sole of your foot to your calf, or maybe to your thigh. And anytime you can let your foot down to start over. Anytime you can grab the wall or the furniture. You can keep your hands pressing to center the whole time, or let the branches of your tree grow wherever they want or wherever there's room to. Make sure you're breathing. Bring your hands back to your heart if they're somewhere else. Bring your knee forward. Let your foot down. Shake that left leg. Maybe anything else that wants some shaking. When you're ready, bring your hands back to your heart. Reset your eyes on that fixed point. Shift side to side a few times, as many times as you like. And when you're ready, bring your weight into your right leg. Turn your left toes out. Take your time to draw your heel up onto your ankle. Maybe you stay there, maybe your foot comes up higher. Maybe you do the same thing with your arms, or maybe you do something else. A student that I had in Boston, a dear old friend actually became a student. We did private sessions together for a couple of years. And he's a very tall guy. And he was in his early 70s, and he was concerned about his balance. He was concerned about falling. He was seeing people his age fall and get injured and sometimes never really recover or not fully. And once we got into some regular practice, he started incorporating in his daily routine, brushing his teeth in tree pose. He'd stand on one leg and brush one side of his mouth, and he'd switch legs and brush the other side. It's pretty good for anybody, I guess, to be able to stand on one leg for a full minute. If I remember right, that's what they say. You should take 2 full minutes to brush your teeth. Or maybe that's something you'll add to your routine. Maybe you'll try that next time you brush your teeth. If your hands are elsewhere, bring them back to your heart. Bring your knee forward. Let your foot down. And shake as needed. Now let's come down and have a seat on the floor. And have another drink, if you want. I need one. Bring the soles of your feet together, leave a big space between your pelvis and your heels. And reaching over or under your ankles, grab the floor and walk your hands forward. Let your neck disengage. Breathe into your lower back. Walk your hands back. Lift your torso upright again. Keep your feet together. Bring your heels in as close as you can. Interlace your fingers, grab your toes in your hands, wriggle on your seat to bring the bones in the seat closer to the floor and tilt your pelvis forward. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward with your spine long. When the long spine stops lowering, let your head lower and breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees like we did at the beginning here. And lift your knees towards each other. Now extend your right leg down along the floor. Pick up your left foot, bring it to the other side of your right knee. Now you might grab your knee like this in the crook of your elbow. You might have your hand here. You're gonna reach the right hand behind you. Fingertips on the floor, come into a seated twist. So just like with a seated twist near the beginning, inhale, think of lengthening up. Exhale, see about twisting some more. Just find enough twist. Don't force anything. If it goes deeper, you might bring this elbow to the inside of the knee like that. And see how that feels. It might help you go further. Supporting, not pushing. Let that twist unwind. And we're going to switch up to do it the other way. So bring this foot back over here. Extend the left leg and draw the right knee up. Then lift that right foot, bring it to the other side of the left knee. Hold that knee, reach the other arm back. Rest your hand on the floor, inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, invite your body to twist further. Let yourself unwind, come back. Bring the right foot back across. Extend the right leg and flex both feet back towards you. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Let your knees bend if they want to bend. Inhale, think of the crown of your head reaching forward. Exhale, think of lowering some more. Repeat that for each breath. Maybe the fold deepens a bit here and there. Inhale, slowly walk your hands back up your legs and sit yourself up. Make your way onto your back. You could plant your feet and then lie down, or lie down and then draw your knees up, whichever works better for you. I need a drink and I'll bring my head closer to the mic by turning around. So setting up for bridge pose. Heels in as close to your butt as they'll go. Feet about hip width apart. If you have blocks, you could set a block between your knees on the middle position. So your knees are also set at hip width apart. Press into the soles of your feet. And inhale to lift your hips up to bridge pose. If you want to go further here, you could wiggle your shoulder blades towards each other, clasp your hands under you, and reach your knuckles towards your heels. Make sure your neck stays relaxed, your head rests on the ground. If you're clasping your hands, unclasp them. Exhale, slowly lower down. Float up and down a few times at your own pace. Inhale to lift up and exhale to lower down. And then pause and add in floating bridge stay. If you have blocks, you don't have to have blocks, but if you do, you might hold a block between your hands the longest way and rest it by your knees or against the other block. If you don't have block, just rest your hands on your knees, simple enough. Pardon me. Inhale, let your arms float up and back so that your hands come to rest down here past your head. Take a couple breaths. Your lungs are open way up with your arms overhead like this. Nice big breaths. And with an exhale, bring your arms forward and down. We'll add that movement to the movement of bridge. So inhale, lift your hips, float your arms up and back. Exhale, lower your hips, float your arms forward and down. And just follow the pace of your breath. Challenge yourself as you like. You could slow down, reach higher, take extra breaths at the top of the movement. Or you might want to take extra breaths at the bottom of the movement. Or maybe both. Sometimes I'll float up, take a breath in the upper position, then float down, take a breath in the lower. So maybe you enjoy stillness in one position or another. Maybe you more enjoy the movement. And the next time you lower down, we'll stop there with the floating bridge and we'll take a supported bridge. You can inhale, lift your hips up, put a block or other prop under your sacrum and come down to rest on the support of the prop. And just let that prop do the work for a minute. Sometimes this has a real profound feeling to it. Sometimes it's more subtle. It can trigger some nice release in your pelvis and lower back. Pressing into the soles of your feet, inhale, lift your hips up, remove the prop from under you. Exhale, lower down, and just take a couple of breaths after you touch down. Move those props out of the way. Cross your right ankle above your left knee, make a figure 4 shape with your legs. Reach your arms out to the sides. See if you can keep both shoulders grounded, let your legs fall to the left, and turn your head to the right. Slowly bring it all back to center. Cross your legs the other way and twist the other way. Gently come back to center. Uncross your legs. Draw your knees to your chest, hug your knees. Rock and roll on your back, massaging it against the floor. And usually at this point in practice, I will next cue you into happy baby pose. I'm going to take a different inversion up against the wall. You're welcome to do happy baby or to join us in coming over by a wall, or you could also use a bed, chair, or couch. And you can sit next to that support with your hip against it and then gently sort of tip and spin. And there's usually some scooting involved. I like to have my seat right against the wall, but some people like a little more distance there between the wall and the seat. And you can try different positions with your legs. Maybe they just stick up like this, or you might plant the soles of your feet on the wall. If you're using furniture, it can be nice to rest your calves on a chair or a bed with the legs bent. Makes it more passive. You might also, if you're on the wall, bring the soles of your feet together, similar to the shape we started our practicing today. Or maybe you just enjoy playing a happy baby pose. I'm going to actually switch walls. You don't have to do this. I'm just feeling a little cramp there. My head was right up against the other wall. If you're on the wall, another option would be to open the legs like that. Just see what feels nice in your legs and hips and back. An inversion in this sense is any position where your legs and your feet are higher than your heart. So no matter what I do with my legs here, My feet and my legs will be higher than my heart. Maybe you do something I didn't think of. And you can invert for as long as you like. When you feel complete, you might make your way to corpse pose, the traditional way to conclude practice. Or you could even just stay in your inversion. Sometimes a supported inversion is a really nice way to conclude practice. So you choose. When you're ready, find your comfortable stillness. As you become still, your breathing will slow down and get deeper. You might just focus on your breath or come back to an intention you set for yourself to reflect upon it. Choose something else to focus upon, or not really focus at all and just let your mind wander.
Give yourself some deeper breath. And slowly start to move around bit by bit. Allowing your movements to gradually get bigger and bigger. Taking your time, whenever you're ready, to gently make your way up to a seat.
Bring your hands to the heart. Thank you for sharing practice today. The light within me sees and honors that same light within each of you. Namaste.